talk about Eli Manning getting his jersey retired tomorrow.
Eli Manning.
You kind of touched on it. Being a Patriots fan, you have been on the receiving end of some Eli Manning.
Still love him.
Football, I guess we'll call it. What is your lasting memory of Eli Manning as you think back on the essence of Eli Manning?
My lasting memory of Eli Manning is when who was the Pat McAdoo, right? Was that his name?
Who?
Ben McAdoo, who was a coach of the Giants.
Yeah.
And my lasting memory is Eli has 200 straight starts. Ben McAdoo benches him for one of them, like a year before he retires.
Right.
And I have this image of Eli sitting on the bench, just like taking it. He was like, You know what? The best revenge right now is if I just sit here and let you bench me and make you look like such an idiot, and then McAdoo's fired. And Eli's getting his jersey retired at Ole Miss.
Wins.
Last word. That's how I feel about Eli. It's like, you know what? I am gonna shame you into loving me.
My favorite Eli memory is when he got drafted by the Chargers, or the Chargers were going to draft him, and he's like, absolutely not. I just absolutely not.
He's like,
and I remember being a kid, like watching the 03 draft, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, you can do that? You can just say like, absolutely not? And he was like, yeah, I'm Eli Manning. I'm not going to play for the Chargers. It's not going to happen. So send me to the Giants. And then the NFL did, and they let it happen. And then he won 2 Super Bowls, and now he's going to go to the Hall of Fame. He's getting his jersey retired. And it just like blew my mind that a guy could do that. And and in the end, by the way, he was right.
Yes.
The Chargers ownership, an absolute disaster.
Yeah.
That whole situation with that franchise was a joke. The Giants, he wins 2 Super Bowls. It all worked out, but I remember when he got drafted, he was like, I simply will not play for the Chargers. And I was like, is this guy a diva? And as it turns out, not a diva, just a genius.
yes,
He's a genius.
Eli is a sleeper genius. Like, Peyton does a lot of the talking, but Eli is the sneaky.
You've been watching
I feel like that, to me, is so antithetical to what Eli is.
Yeah.
Like, pulling that move that early, you're like, Eli Manning did that?
Yeah.
And then you just have to respect it, and you're like, oh, he was playing the long game. Eli has been playing the long game his whole life.
Eli, so here's the thing. Peyton, obviously, Archie Manning came to Ole Miss. We know this. He's from Mississippi.
Yeah.
Legend. The speed limit is 18 miles an hour, apparently, or on campus here because of Archie Manning. So Peyton, the oldest brother, goes to Tennessee, and Eli follows in Dad's footsteps and comes here.
Yep.
So I had the image in my head that Eli Manning was like the golden kid in the family. Peyton was the bad boy because he's like, I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah.
And Eli was like, I'll do whatever you tell me, Dad. I'll do whatever. But as time progressed...
Can you back up, sir?
As time progressed, I think we've slowly learned that Eli's the bad boy, right?
Eli's
the guy. He's the one on the Manning cast giving the double birds.
Yes.
You know?
Eli is way more metal than people give Eli credit for being.
Peyton was the straight-laced one.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess. I don't know.
I invited him to the show. I don't think he's here. If anyone sees Eli, tell him we say what's up.
That's incredible.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.